Hello and welcome to the Critically Curious. Today we are doing a first impressions video for Stranded Deep. Now Stranded Deep has been published by Beam Team Publishing and has been developed by Fun Labs. It will currently set you back at around £15 depending on which platform you buy it on, but it is on sale quite often and it has just been added to Game Pass. This game is on the Xbox, the PlayStation, the Switch and PC, so you can play it pretty much on almost any platform that you actually own. Stranded Deep, what is it? Well, it is a survival game. You build, craft, survive and escape. That's the general idea. Now, I've played games such as Ark and Conan. I love Ark. I am hugely into survival games. So when I heard this game was a thing, it's definitely one I've had my eye on for a while. However, survival games are massive. You have to put in an incredible amount of time into them, and so that's why it took me a little while to actually take the plunge and get into this game. Now, this is a first impressions video, not a full review. The reason I say that is because I haven't put hundreds of hours into this game, despite me putting a good few hours into this game to see what it actually had to offer. My first impressions, what it looked like, it was a little bit, lacking depth. However, after playing a little bit more, I quite liked what this game actually had to offer. The idea is that you've crashed in the middle of the sea and you have to survive. You have to grab your life raft, get to land, and begin trying to build up resources and have some kind of base and, excel and survive long. Well, it says survive long enough. I haven't survived long enough just yet. I'm not exactly sure what that means and if there is actually an end game and you can actually just escape. I'm not sure. However, I have had a look at the crafting, the crafting menu and stuff like that, and it seems pretty cool. There's a good, decent amount of things you can kind of get lost in and start crafting up. Obviously, right now I've got a stone knife on me, and of course this is an upgraded knife as well. You can also make yourself pikes and stuff like that, and you can start beginning to base build as well, similar to Ark, with foundations, walls and ceilings and stuff like that. So I like the way this game looks like it's going to go. I also like the amount of wildlife in this game. The islands and the ocean both had an abundance of wildlife and things for you to kind of like seek out for resources, which I was quite surprised about. You just saw me swim past a stingray and a sea snake. You can go find coconuts and kind of the basic things you would expect to find as well, and pick up these little crabs and cook them on the fire. There's also like bigger, scarier crabs that can just kill you as well, which was a little bit scary and definitely took me by surprise. Stranded Deep takes me as a back to basics survival game, and I love the basics. Ark, Conan, they get a bit complicated as time goes on. You get these odd, huge structures. I love that Stranded Deep seems to take you back to basics, like lighting a fire. I really enjoyed that. It's the small things that I really enjoyed. Popping your meat on a stick and cooking it over a fire, hunting down coconuts. I really loved the simplicity that this game had to offer. And it worked pretty well as well. I mean, this isn't the most beautiful game out there, but the game certainly did seem to work accordingly. No dashboarding or anything like that, which I was quite pleased with. This is the crab that I was telling you about. Absolutely creepy git. You want to stay away from them. Fair warning to anyone that's jumping in this game. Unfortunately, the tutorial within this needs work, is all I'm going to say. Having never played this game before, I did find it really difficult to understand the controls and to overcome the sheer clunkiness of this game sometimes. The tutorial is extremely basic, and it does end abruptly as well. Fair warning to anyone jumping into this game. The game does have a day and night cycle. You can sleep and save at your bed, which is quite cool. You do actually wear a rather snazzy watch, and it's this watch that gives you all of the stats and kind of like RPG elements. So it will tell you if you're hungry, if you're tired, if you're hot, that kind of thing. There's also tells you any status effects that you currently have, and it also tells you perks that you may have leveled up. And it's not one of those games where you gain experience points and then boom, you get to decide what your level up goes on. And as you do certain things, whether it be crafting, whether it be physical activities, you will earn experience on those traits and they will level up accordingly. I quite like these little things or this little feature. You don't necessarily have to think about it, but it's a mechanic that is operating in the background of the game. Again, it's a small thing, but it's one that I actually quite liked. And for anyone out there that likes stats, this game also keeps track of your stats as well, telling you how many islands you visited, how many days you survived, and things like that. Just again, a small little thing for you to kind of keep an eye on and I guess to build up achievements for. Like I said, this game does seem a bit of a bare basics survival game, but it's one that I've actually had quite a lot of fun playing in. I would like to see this expanded upon a little bit more, but this game has been out for quite a while now, being released back in 2020. The graphics definitely not as good as I would like. There's no voice acting in this game either, but hey, it is a survival game. It's not Ark, it's not Conan, so I'm all up for it. I'm only going to give this game a 6.5 out of 10, but hey, if you like survival games, give it a go. Like I said, it's currently free on Game Pass, so if you have Game Pass, you can download it, have a little bubble, and it's a pretty cheap game. For the length of time you can actually play this game for as well, I think the price is fantastic. But if you have stuck around to the very end of this review / first impressions, don't forget to comment red banana down below, just to confuse all those people that are new to the channel or that didn't stick around to the very end. And don't forget, I have actually released a novel, my very own sci-fi novel, Seven Broken and Bound. It's currently available on Amazon and Kindle Unlimited for completely free. It is on ebook and paperback, and the link for that is down in the description. But until next time, I've been a monk, we've been Incredibly Clueless, and I will see you in the next video real soon. Until then, happy gaming.